Be talking on the second segment of the show on the effect of new technologies and advanced technologies on accomplishing business in Egypt and worldwide. Of course, we will be talking about youth entrepreneurship and how can they accomplish business using the different applications and specified or made for this special target. And we will also be talking about using internet, mobiles, even the social media to accomplish business. And on this issue, we're glad to be joined by Mr. Abdurrahman Magdi, entrepreneurship and expert on SMEs. Thank you for joining us and good morning.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Good morning, Dr. Abdurrahman. And let's first talk about the effect of what you're doing on entrepreneurship and how could it be able to be pushing business climate in any country.
Yeah, I think what we're talking about when it comes to technology and how technology is disrupting the business, I think like in the recent years, we all see how fast technology is evolving. So it's just a matter of years and technology are being turned around and people have to update their software and change their hardware. And also like the vast growth of the internet in the past decade, that makes things evolving very, very fast. And I think when we talk about either starting a new business or existing businesses, this evolution of technology and this rapid change in technology will have to affect the way business is conducting, is being conducted. And we can look at this from an entrepreneur perspective as people who are starting new businesses, they have to take into consideration the utilization tools and the potential customer base that's using this technology. If we can look at like businesses like the car sharing apps, like different type of applications that's reporting traffic, like using events, we can see lots of successful examples that's utilizing the active users on the internet. And if we look at industries, especially in the US, for example, there's a massive technology industry that takes advantage of the availability of users on the internet for e-commerce or different types of applications, like ending with the application Pokemon Go, even like it's an old game that was brought back as a mobile application and increased the valuation of the company by almost $9 billion. So all these are ways in which technology is changing the business sphere.
Right. What about you've just mentioned the different applications used specifically for business. Would you tell us more in details what types of applications are used to accomplish business?
Definitely. I think it's starting from the business creation process. I think if you're doing planning for your business, you will find different tools that's currently available that can help you plan ahead for your business. Like even developing a business strategy, hiring. You can use the internet for hiring. You can use accounting softwares, online accounting softwares to manage your accounts. You can use like different websites which is going to send you some knowledge about your industry, updates about what's happening with your industry. You can use what we call the CRM or customer relation management tools, in which that you can have all your customers in a single tool, and you can even like connect the records to the internet. So you can look at their Twitter stream, their Facebook profiles, and what they are sharing online. So all these are different set of tools that businesses can use today in order to enhance their knowledge and awareness about their clients and also save a lot of costs and have much more efficiency in the way they conduct business.
Right.
What are the challenges that are meeting entrepreneurship here in Cairo from your own perspective?
If we're talking about entrepreneurship with starting new businesses, we're going to see that like technology makes it easy, but in order for you to kind of move ahead, you have to have the right to bring the right talent into building the right software tools or technology tools. And I think like the funding space in Egypt did not mature to the needed maturity level for entrepreneurs to be able to kind of graduate world-class applications and world-class software and technologies. So in terms of developing new technologies, it's still challenging to find the right like funding sources for that. So lots of Egyptian entrepreneurs and companies who start in Cairo and find some success or potential, they receive funding from outside Egypt and they have to relocate either to the GCC or to the US to further invest in building their technologies, and eventually it becomes like a company founded by Egyptian, but it's not an Egyptian company. So the challenge of the funding, the challenge also of the market itself, is that the user base in Egypt, Egyptians and the region, the use of technology did not mature that much yet. The use of online payment is not that popular, so all these are challenges in accessing the user base in Egypt and monetizing that. So usually the talent front and developing the technology for entrepreneurs, and also the customer base for them and utilization of online payments. These are the two-sided challenges that usually technology entrepreneurs face.
Right. As an entrepreneurship expert, how do you think we can, or the government maybe, can help the youth in establishing small businesses? Of course, we're talking here about SMEs or small and medium enterprises. How can the government support this?
Yeah, I think if we look at different environments and how the evolution of small and medium enterprises and startups has happened, I think there was a little intervention from the government. There were only the green light, which I see that in Egypt the government is doing some efforts when it comes to different entities like ITIDA, for example. It's an entity by the government, by the Ministry of Communication and Information Technology, that's specialized in helping small and medium enterprises in the technology space. And also there is a subdivision called TEAC, or Technology, Innovation and Entrepreneurship Center, which is also specialized in helping entrepreneurs. So these are government entities that's working with entrepreneurs. I think there has to be a different way to look at the industry, because most of the government decision comes into building real estate, building hubs, and I think we need investments more in the mines and investing more into the culture of utilizing technology, looking at very seriously at online payments. So things that goes into the roots like online payments and investing in the talent, I think these would be more valuable beside the investment in real estate and the major projects.
Tell me exactly, what do you do in your office? I mean, tell me more about your project and how important is it in that field or that medium?
Yeah, for us, we're specialized in helping entrepreneurs. So usually entrepreneurs find us by searching in Google, searching for Egyptian entrepreneurs or startups. They usually land on our website, and then they register and they send us their problems, or they send us what they want to accomplish. So what we do is that we analyze the profiles of these entrepreneurs, and we categorize them as well. We can see that there's startups, there's high growth companies, usually started by people with experience in technology, or having someone who's experienced in technology on board, who want to scale very fast. So these are fast growth companies that's called startups. There are others that's small and medium enterprises, companies that existed in the past 5 years. They're already very stable. They have a number of employees, and things have been moving steadily. And usually these are looking for how to use technology to grow our business. So the challenge for the first segment is how do we build our business based on technology and kind of utilize technology as a platform. The small and medium enterprises, which I think is going to be the vast majority of Egyptian entrepreneurs, they are running small and medium enterprises, stable yet small companies that wants to utilize technology to scale its operation, which I think that's where the majority of work is being done, is that facilitating access to advanced technology to small and medium enterprises. So our mission is usually how do we bring the best available technologies to Egyptian small and medium enterprises. There are some very interesting business models that makes the investment in technology early on for businesses very small. For example, you can subscribe to a tool for your accounting needs, and you can do this by paying a monthly subscription. So it's a pay-as-you-go basis.
So these are type of private companies, private business companies giving this support.
Yes.
Right. Of course, there's a lot of obstacles hindering small and medium enterprises in Egypt up till now. What are the major obstacles, and how can we overcome them?
Yeah, I think to distinguish also between the startups and the small and medium enterprises, startups, that the young, fast growth companies, they have their own set of challenges, and also SMEs do have their own challenges. I think if we look at the positive side, I think small and medium enterprises they need to look at their structures, and they need to kind of advance their business knowledge to kind of manage the business more professionally and firmly. And like above all, looking at the business opportunities differently. So having the knowledge of business strategy and understanding where the market is going and how to shift towards that. So I think like evolving a small business into a dynamic, evolving environment, changing with the market and changing with the technology, that's where the opportunities lies for a majority of these small businesses. Of course, there will be challenges when it comes to funding. If they want to scale their operation and they want to find external funding, there are some challenges there. There are challenges in finding and retaining the right talent for them. So all these are challenges that exist for small and medium enterprises. But we look at if things are going well on the technology and the innovation market front, you're going to always find a solution to these kind of challenges.
Right, Mr. Abdurrahman Magdi, entrepreneurship expert, many thanks for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming, and I guess this brings us to the end of this edition of The Breakfast Show. My name is Tina Hussein, and all the pleasure to have with me Niveen Ramzi for Saturday morning partners. Until we see you again tomorrow, have a great day.